Recent heavy rains this spring brought worries of flood to Chico, but this issue is nothing new, as the city works to safely drain waterways from creeks in town. Public Works Manager for the City of Chico, Skylar Lipsky, weighed in.
So what that does is obviously it's a heavy loading on our creeks and streams all at one time. And so we experienced some localized road flooding in some areas of town where the channel was actually higher than locations in the surrounding streets, and water would backfeed from the channel into those streets and fill those lower areas. Eventually the channel would drain, typically within 12 to 15 hours, depending on when the storm happened and the length of the storm. And then as the channel drained back down below certain levels, the water would drain out of the streets.
Lipsky mentioned two main areas known for flood control, Annie's Glen by Mangrove and Valambrosia, and Lost Park and the Lost Park parking lot. Chico historically has been built to drain into Lower Chico Creek, not Big Chico Creek. Lipsky also confirmed that rainfall this year during the month of February was perhaps the highest on record in the past 10 years, surpassing even amounts in 2017. Parks Manager Linda Herman mentioned new projects underway to help with drainage efforts in Chico.
What we're trying to do, there's new regulations out for development based on our stormwater permit that allows us to discharge our stormwater into the creeks and rivers and oceans ultimately. And what they're trying to do is to limit the amount of stormwater that gets into our creeks, and as well as treat and make it better quality when it does enter the creek. And how you do that is through low impact development type projects, which could be adding rock and bioswales so that the water sits for a while and then filters into the groundwater and not gets to the actual storm drain. Or you do pavers where you have infiltration of pavers and it goes through gravel and whatnot. Or just by the time it does get to the creek, it's of better quality than it would have been if you hadn't done anything as far as that. So that's a big push now for new development. So new development is charged now with trying to minimize the amount of stormwater that enter the system.
Extremely heavy rains may bring flood concerns, but the City of Chico has plans to keep waterways clear and efficient and keep homes and streets dry this spring season. Natalie Hanson, reporting for the Chico Report.